We recording?
Yes.
All righty. And
Yeah,
we have,
yeah.
yep.
Hey guys.
Hey, Matt, how are you?
Hey, good thanks.
You got your Boy Scout uniform on?
Yeah, I got my work shirt on.
And we get Jared on the phone. Hey, Jared.
Hey everyone.
Hi.
Jared. So we're actually pretty organized this month. I don't know why. I got the minutes in hand from Erin. There was a lot that happened last meeting, so we sent them out. And a lot has actually happened since our last meeting, so I just kind of wanted to update everybody. So if we can just kind of, I guess, approve the prior minutes, which I didn't see any changes on. I don't know if anybody else has. We can go over them, that we have 3 articles. We attempted to have 3 articles on the town meeting in the fall. One was to reduce the size of the waterfront. One is to get some engineering help, and the other one was to get $60,000 for new docks, which would be, I guess they call them the B docks, which over where my boat is on the left side. Or you're facing other ways, the right side. So so those are the 3 articles that we propose to have on the on town meeting that we talked about last meeting. So so I don't know if anybody else had any input on the meeting minutes from last time. If not, we will vote to accept them.
They look good to me. I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from the last meeting.
Anybody a second?
I can second.
Cool. So we have a motion to accept the meeting minutes from September 9th. All those in favor? Aye.
Hi.
Jared, aye.
Cool. And we got those approved 5-0. So since then, probably the week after or 2 weeks after, Tom and I went up. Brian Holmes, the new police chief, wanted to meet with Tom and myself to go over the 3 articles that we were proposing. There is not enough money in the town budget, free cash, this year to get our $48,000 to $50,000 in engineering fees. So that got tabled, and we actually went to a plan B, where if I could get a grant for 40,000 and we'd use 10,000, give or take, in waterways money, we were gonna move that forward that way and not have to go to town meeting. Brian was very open to that. Thought it was a great idea that we're not using the town money, and we could proceed that way. And then the second article was, he was also in favor, was the $60,000 for the new docks on the left side to replace 6 sections, where the harbor master boat is, fire boat, just beyond where my boat is. So he was in favor of that, getting rid of all the old wooden docks that are over there and replacing them with the aluminum ones that we have over on the racks on the right that we replaced a couple years ago, and all the brand new ones that we put in last year for is that 13 sections I think we bought? Yeah. So that way that everything on this side of the river would be pretty much universal, interchangeable. We can move them all around and get rid of all the old docks. So that made town meeting, because the next night I have to go and meet with the capital planning committee and present what we our 5-year proposal, which I'll go over it again in a minute. So I actually had to put some numbers together and what our plan was and all that stuff. So that was the Excel spreadsheet that I sent out to you.
I'm sorry if this sounds dumb. Why is Brian Holmes a part of the conversation about the dock?
He's Mr. Harbor Master's boss.
Okay.
So he
Thank you. I
wanted,
just wanted to know.
Thank you.
my pleasure. So he wanted to hear, some of the plans that
Sure,
are happening
okay,
down
yeah,
there, just so that
clarification.
he was within the loop, so it made perfect sense. So he was in favor of the 60,000, that I presented to the town, capital planning. And it made the warrant under the, I think there's like 8 articles, the fire truck in there, 60,000. I forgot all the other components, but it's buried under, oh, it's not buried, it's, within the capital expenditures in town meeting, put everything on one article. So that is not broken out. And the other thing he was in favor of, which is the non-monetary, is just reducing the waterfront committee from 7 to 5. We've had openings for, one opening for close to 2 years, I think now. And then we've had another opening now for 5-6 months now. So just there's not interest in the town, I guess, to work on these small committees, and it makes it hard for us to vote on things. So moving forward, if we can get this approved, we'll have 5 members on this committee for the time being. So that's the update on the 3 articles. 2 did make it and 1 did not. So for the, I'm just gonna say the $48,000, if we were gonna do grants, then that would be the way to go. Also going over the stuff with Brian, all our other expenditures. So the engineering that we're looking for the 48,000, and then everything going forward, which would be the replace of the harbor master office, the wharf, the seawall, and dock pilings, anything that like that would be done with a grant. And then probably could get CPC funding as well. So that would be moving forward. Now, the catch of the whole thing is Article 1 on the town meeting is if that does not pass, which would be the MBTA funding. Is it funding or
MBTA
MBTA zoning? If that does not move forward, then everything on here would come to a standstill and we wouldn't be able to start working on some of our projects and submitting grants, because all state grants for the town of Kingston would basically stop. So that's where we are at today. It's kind of a lot. So has anybody got questions on that yet?
So that's a definite, like.
Yes.
how
It's a
it works.
definite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they gotta hold our feet to the fire. So like if like the boat ramp, if it was a couple years ago, we voted against it at town meeting, that never would have taken place. But we would have to have used CPC, never would have gotten the parking lot or anything else done. So going forward, doing the harbor master, if it goes into the ocean, up the river or whatever during the storm, it'd be up to the town to replace that. And raising everything else up to grade and things that we talked about doing, would be on the town's back, not the state. So.
Good.
So it has a direct impact to us.
Good.
So. Matt, Jared, do you guys have any questions on that? Things are
No, I-
changing daily, but that's pretty much how they get a hold our feet to the fire on anything we want to do in the future.
Sounds good. Thanks for summarizing it.
Yeah, no questions.
When is that voted on?
At town meeting, November 19th.
So there'll be a lot of discussion. But.
There's a lot of information on our website, on the planning department's page. There's like links to the slideshow that kind of lay out the basics. And give some information that's, I think, very helpful.
So that's the update, from the last meeting to this meeting and where we're at. And I guess if we need to do anything, it'll be waterways money and CPC, and the town doesn't have any money really to help us out, so.
Harbor master report. Everything go well with the fall cleanup?
Things done, pulled out of the water. Channel markers are all scraped down, ready, paint for next year.
Nice.
How'd your new toy work out, the skid?
Beautiful.
So that probably helped you guys tremendously, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely, taking everything out, that, between that and the pontoon boat, using that barge, we call it, with the crane and everything on it, were fantastic.
Cool.
When do we need to meet again?
We
After
probably
town
don't.
meeting, just to see what happens?
If you wanna. Yeah, I guess we can discuss and
No, I don't,
figure it out. I don't
I
know.
don't wanna, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
March 1st.
I'm fine.
Somebody throw it a date.
I think,
To be determined?
yeah, I think to be determined, I think town meeting is gonna dictate what we can do in the future, obviously, and
Yeah.
we have nothing really to work on. If it goes through, I can start applying for grants.
Mhm.
Once it's state opens up again. For them, and I don't expect them to open up until January, because
Right.
don't all the towns have to vote by December 31st?
Yes,
I
and then
believe.
whatever decisions the town makes, whatever is voted in on anything, any article, it has to go to the Attorney General for final approval, so even if we pass it, they still have to give it the official, okay, so it'll be, I imagine that we would start working on grants, even if we didn't know for sure the final say. I
We?
guess. I'll help you, yes, that's why I said we.
Wait. Yeah, so. I think everything is gonna be dictated on the outcome, and we can go from there, but. Yeah, we can just do a TBD.
Okay,
So I have surgery in December, middle of December. We can either do it at the beginning or. Yes, yes. This is being recorded.
This is a joke, this is a joke.
Yeah, so. Yep,
All right.
we can figure that out.
Determined.
That's the update. And. We'll see how town meeting goes.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Hi.
That's it. All right, 6:19. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Matt, be safe.
Thank you.